So in this problem, we are going to look at trying to solve an equation where, a trig equation where the angle is no longer just x inside. So for example, find all solutions to the equation. Okay, A. 2 sine 3x plus 1 equals 0. So the first thing I'm going to do is I actually am going to, because it's too hard to solve with the 3x, so right this second, I'm going to let this 3x part be equal to theta. So we're going to let 3x be equal to theta. And what that does is it turns our equation into 2 sine theta plus 1 equals 0. And that I actually can solve. So I'll subtract the 1 off to the other side. So I have 2 sine theta equals negative 1. Divide both sides by 2. So the sine of theta ends up being equal to minus 1/2. And so we were looking for all the solutions. They didn't give us an interval. So these are the ones where when we write it down, we have to add that plus 2k pi. So in our case, the times when theta is equal to minus 1/2 is theta is equal to 7 pi over 6 plus 2k pi, or theta is equal to 11 pi over 6 plus 2k pi. Okay, so the thing is I'm not done with this equation yet, with solving, because my original problem had the 3x, had x's, and my answer right now only has theta. So now I have to go back to x's. So remember, the 3x is equal to theta, which means that 3x is equal to 7 pi over 6 plus 2k pi, or 3x is equal to 11 pi over 6 plus 2k pi. And so in either case, if I divide everything by 3, I will get my x all by itself. So x is going to be 7 pi over 18 plus 2k pi over 3. Or over here, x is going to be 11 pi over 18 plus 2k pi over 3. So they're a little bit of a long problem, but they're not terrible. So let's try another one. So B, the cosine of 1/2 x minus 1 equals 0. So again, I'm going to let this inside stuff here be theta. So we're going to let theta be equal to 1/2 x. And what that means is now we are trying to solve the cosine of theta minus 1 equals 0, or the cosine of theta equals 1. The cosine is going to be equal to 1 at 0, so theta ends up being 0. And remember, these, again, the problems here was just to find all the solutions. They didn't give me an interval, so I have to add that 2k pi on. And then now I have to go back to x's, right? So remember, theta is equal to 1/2 x, so 1/2 x is equal to 0 plus 2k pi. And to clear that 1/2, I'm going to have to multiply everything by 2. So x is going to be equal to 0 plus 4k pi, or x is just equal to 4k pi. So you don't have to write that 0 part. So you just want to remember that if the angle is not just x and you're not trying to use an identity or something on it, then you're going to have to replace it by this theta and do this kind of extra step here.